Hello everyone, welcome to Helsinki Friends podcast. Today we have a special guest, Omolara of F-Joy, who is a fashion designer and a community leader. In this episode, we will be talking about Omolara's journey to Finland and also her journey to entrepreneurship in Finland as an introvert. Omolara is going to be discussing about her fashion business and life, and also she is going to be giving some advice to people who are afraid to chase their dreams as entrepreneurs in Finland. Hey, it's so good to see you. Finally, look at you right here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, what a pleasant surprise. It's so good to see you. So could you please help me a little? I know I'm Nigerian as well.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same as you, yeah. And but I have a little issue with the pronunciation of the name. I don't want to pronounce it wrongly. So could you please help me? Omolara?
You're right. Spot on.
Omolara.
Yes.
Or Omolara.
Omolara. Yes.
Omolara.
Yes.
Welcome to Helsinki Friends podcast, Omolara. It's
Thank
really
you.
lovely to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so right now it's so lovely that today we have such a wonderful weather. Yeah, it's like a big surprise because
Yeah.
I mean, like it's been raining. It's been raining and
Past few
raining.
days, yeah.
Absolutely. And we have been wondering, oh God, I have missed like 3 events because of the rain. 3 business events, so I've lost a lot of money because of this rain.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Finland weather though? The summer.
Surprises.
Yeah.
And it's so amazing. Like, the thought of summer is ending very soon. Like, have we experienced summer? We're still waiting for another summer. But yeah, it's my 10 years in Finland now. So we are getting used
Yeah.
to the surprises every year.
Absolutely, absolutely. What can you say about like in the 10 years that you have been in Finland? What can you say about the weather? Or has there been like a summer in Finland that has really been summer, like summer?
I think I've experienced like 2 summer, but it was too hot also.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
In 2018, the weather was July.
Okay.
It was so hot.
Wow.
Very hot.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
2018.
Yes.
Okay, funny because I came in I think 2019 or late 2018.
Yeah.
Yes.
July 2018 was really hot. I remember so well because I had my daughter in July.
Okay.
So I remember like I had to excuse the baby and I'm always outside like, no, this is too hot.
Oh.
Yeah. It was really hot.
Oh, that's crazy. So what about, can we also like dive into like the winter? Since we're talking about summer, how about the winter? Are you a fan of the Finnish winter or?
I love winter more than summer, honestly, because summer there's dust, there's a lot of flies going around.
Yeah.
But in winter, the weather is pure, like the fresh air and everything. But I prefer snow, not the black snow. So when it starts getting muddy and there's rain and slippery, I don't like that part. But I love the white.
Yes.
The white. I prefer snow because when there's no snow, so it's too cold. The cold is wicked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but when it's white snow, not the black ice, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. That's the same here. I don't like the I love the winter. Yes, but that dirty part of it where all the snow becomes black and your shoes are so dirty and stuff. And also the other parts where I think I have fallen down. I have tripped over like maybe 10 times.
Many times.
How many times have you fallen down,
I think
tripped
I've
over the
stopped
ice?
falling now. But when I just came to Finland and I had to go to school, I schooled in Porovo, actually. So I live in Espoo. I've lived in Espoo all my life in Finland. So waking up early to catch up with Onibus, going to Porovo in the morning to meet up with 8 a.m. class. I'm always falling at the train station.
Wow.
Kalati.
How did that feel? Was it a lovely experience?
No, it wasn't. Because
Okay.
I have had few trips to the hospital. There was a very bad one that I slipped on my back, sliding down. If you've been to that Kalkalati train station, like there's a slopey area there. So, and I was rushing to catch up with the train.
Oh.
So it was bad.
That must have been a very strong
Yeah.
fall. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I've fallen as well and broken my knee actually, and I had to band it up for a while, maybe 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Yeah, before it got better. But I mean, here we are. So it's just a process.
Yeah.
I think nowadays I don't fall anymore. I watch it.
True,
And try to
exactly.
get the shoes that has like the.
I even got extra grip. They said there's this grip
Yeah.
the grandmas use. I
Yeah.
bought those and I put under my winter shoe again. Like, you can't be too careful.
Yes, absolutely. Wow. So, like during I mean, coming from a very hot country, Nigeria, I didn't like the summer there because it was like a continuous
harsh.
thing. Yeah, so harsh and so long time. Yes, and then coming here, the summer is so short, and people tend to go to the sauna to get some warmth here. So and coming here after hating my heat, and then coming here and realizing, okay, the cold is not better either, and then having
You
to,
miss home.
having to go to the summer just to get some, hot, feeling and stuff. It's been quite funny. So what do you think about Finland sauna?
I love the sauna, but I had to stop going for health reasons. But I love the sauna. In fact, I was a fan like every night when I'm back from school. Like we had to, there's like, all the apartments in Finland always come with sauna. So I was living with my big brother, so I always visit the sauna. But then I stopped using glasses at some point. Then my eye got worse and I had to stop sauna because the heat was too much and then it gets dry. So now I don't know. But the sauna is a beautiful experience. I think it's part of the Finnishness. So
It's part of the Finnish culture,
Yeah.
and the Finns really love it. And we, the immigrants, we are actually also migrating into sauna life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because the feeling is different. You feel cleansed. You feel. I actually am a fan of the wet sauna. Yeah, I love the wet one more than the dry one. Yeah, because it's a little bit mild, not so harsh like our summer what we have. But it's so cleansing and so nice. So it's good that you enjoy it. Yeah, so what brought you to Finland? Been here 10 years now. What brought you?
It's 12 years I left home. I left Nigeria precisely 2014. I left Nigeria in 2014, and that was... Loss brought me to abroad, I will say that. So I lost my baby sister in 2014, and 7 months after, like, my brothers saw the reason, like, I should not be with my mom. Like, we were mourning and there was no end to it. Like, we were just grieving. Let me use the word grieve. So the grief was so much, and then my brother visited home like 4 months later, and he said, we need to separate you from mom. Because I automatically became the only one at home, and then the youngest after my sister passed. She was the youngest. I was the one before her. So they started processing how to leave for me, and the best place to live was going to be definitely not within Nigeria. But Finland has closed school admission then. My cousins live in Finland, so they got admission for me in Budapest. And I found myself leaving Nigeria 7 months after I lost my sister. So that was primarily. So when I moved to Budapest in 2014 also, in October, I always visit Finland because I have families here. And then I saw that there's education opportunity for me in Finland, and 2 years later I moved to Finland finally.
Oh, okay, that's
where
nice.
there's family.
Yeah, of course, family is very, very important.
Yes.
Yeah, living alone abroad is not an easy thing at all. It's very important to have family around. Yeah, otherwise you can, as well, just lose yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what do you enjoy about Finland so far?
I love
besides family, which brought you to... So family brought you to Finland.
But I came to study. I came through studies. So I started studying in Porovo, and I got to enjoy the system of education of Finland. So, in UAS, basically, I'm an introvert. I'm introverted. Maybe I'm an ambivert because I'm in the business world now, so you don't have a choice.
I can testify to that.
But I started school and we got into teams, which was very hard. Very hard that you had to work with other people. Like, I prefer solo work, just do your assignment on your own and then you submit. Now I had to work with 4 or 5 other people and then we are working with one company and there's a manager we are reporting to. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So that was a lot. And the first group I got into, we failed because all of us were introverts.
Wow.
So and we just resumed school. Okay. So there was no one taking lead. There was no one saying, okay, let's do this. We were just relaxed, like, okay, she's not speaking, I'm not speaking. And then we failed. Wow. And then the teacher called us. And then the final day we were going to present, everyone was just presenting their own thing. We were not working as a team. And then the other teams came out. They were doing... Someone is speaking. In fact, there was a particular group, only one person presented for the entire group because they worked together and everything. So I remember Carla, specifically my lecturer, and after class, he walked up to us and said, you are going to redo this course, but I know I've seen you in class and I've seen your depths, even though I've not seen you speak. He said, you have to come out of your box because you are going to excel in this class. And then my second lecturer, Rizal, said, with the way you guys are going, I don't think you can survive a session in this school. So Kale said, we're going to drag you to excel, and then we need time to buckle up. So I had to actually come out of the box. And by the end of year 1, we had a debate in class, and I got the best speaker. After a debate.
Wow.
For different. Wow. So it was just like, yeah, I saw that coming. You still had more to do.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. So I love the teamwork spirit in Finland. It's actually made me discover a lot about myself that I don't know existed. That there is much more than being introverted. When you are out, when you have to do the work, you have to do the work. So that, and I love the personal space. Like I said, I'm introverted. Where I come from, you don't have personal space.
Yes,
it's a
exactly.
Community.
So it makes me wonder how you manage to be an introvert, because personally, I've had a personal experience with you that I have tried to bring you to talk with me, like yes,
I'm sorry.
And I think maybe it's like it's either you are busy or you're running to somewhere else or something like that. But that's okay, But here you are. Guess what? You can't escape this time. Welcome to my corner.
Thank you.
Introversy. Yeah, of course, is a normal thing actually here in Finland. It's not very normal. Like they don't see it as anything.
You are not odd. You're fine.
Yes, here it's like it's normal thing.
But back home, I remember my dad would say, "Go and call out your sister. You are not staying in your room. You need to sit here." Like. And then there's someone not invited just knocking on your door and saying, "Hello, I'm just passing by." So this Finland is home actually.
Yes,
for that part for me, it's beautiful.
Yes, actually, yes, because here, like, I mean, you don't have to speak if it's not necessary, like to speak. But back home, even when you don't want to speak, someone will push you to speak. Yeah. So anyway, it's good that you have come out of your box because that box is not very good for the fashion industry where you are.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you're in the like you are, and I'm also in the fashion industry.
Okay.
I mean, introversy is not so good.
It can't work.
Yeah, it can't work. I mean, because sometimes you really have to talk.
I'm still navigating, honestly.
Yeah, we're all still navigating. We're still like, it's a journey, it's like life. It's a journey. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about you. Who is Omolara?
Okay, Omolara is the 4th child out of 5. I'm originally from Nigeria, Osun State precisely. I'm the first girl out. I have 3 other brothers, but now I'm the only girl after I lost my sister. So Omolara studied history education at first in Nigeria primarily, And then I did another degree in Budapest in history and international relations and linguistics. Then I came to Finland to do business administration, and I'm presently running my MBA also in Turku. And professional life. I'm a business administrator, I'm a cultural producer, and I'm a fashion designer.
Yeah, that's lovely. And likewise, I would use the opportunity to introduce myself.
Yes,
Just to
please.
remind you, we attend the same church. Yeah, Hosanna Chapel Redeem.
Okay.
Yeah, in Sornainen, yes. And I'm Favorita Iloma. I'm the founder of Chicky Chick Fashion Brand.
Okay, I've heard the brand name.
Yes. And since we're both in fashion, long story short, hopefully we could collaborate.
Definitely.
Yeah. So anyway, this is Helsinki Friends, and here we try to make friends. We try to introduce foreigners who are just visiting Finland or planning to visit Finland, to the country, So if I may ask you, because you have lived in Finland for 10 years now, so what would what kind of advice or something exciting about Finland would you recommend to people who are visiting Finland or who are planning to study or live in Finland?
For anyone coming to Finland that is planning to move or visit or whatever, of course, as human, we tend to surf the internet and search and check, where am I going to? How does it work there? But please be open-minded. I think one thing that ruins whatever you're going to do, where you're going, is when you have a biased mind already and you're carrying that mindset with you. So anything that happens, it feels like, I've been told. I read about it. But if you're coming like a blank canvas, you had nothing, you're just, anything that comes, you try, because you can always make lemon out of lemonade. Yes. Because that is how my journey started also in Finland. Like I said, I'm introverted. I never planned to become an entrepreneur. Speaking is not a thing for me. I just want to work in the office for someone.
But life happens.
But then I was going to do my thesis in school, and my teacher was just like, I always make dresses while going to school because it's something I know already. So I was like, you can have your business plan. And I wrote my business plan, and I did not even imagine. I was just like, okay, this is the best way to graduate as soon as possible. And a year later, I see myself working on the business plan because it's become a seed that was sown.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, it's time. Okay, let's start gradually. I started seeking knowledge. So be a blank canvas. They might tell you, a business as an immigrant is impossible. Or no, or these are the kind of businesses that can flourish in this land. You can't do it, but don't come with such mindset. Have a blank canvas mind. Be like a child. I think that's the best thing to do. Kids don't have worries. They don't. Of course, as adults, you tend to worry a lot about things, but kids, they trust the situation.
Yeah.
So just be open-minded.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Open-mindedness, right? It's good to be open-minded. And open-mindedness to people, open-mindedness to the society, open-mindedness to the food.
Yeah.
Because you find some people coming. I've had some friends that let's go to eat some Finnish food. Oh, no, I need Nigerian food.
No.
Really? For how long? Do you know how much that costs?
Yeah.
It's so expensive to have, your own local meal
food,
in a foreign land, you know. You do have to be open-minded.
Yeah.
Open-minded to the food, to the people, and also to the language.
Yes.
If it's important. Because
exactly.
even if like for us now, we don't really let's just say for entrepreneurs, when you're working on your own business, it's not necessary that you have to speak the language, right? You can just decide to just work with your English or with what you know.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of limitation to that because it's not only English speakers that will be your customers.
Exactly.
There are also the locals who will be your customers.
Yes.
And some of them may not be interested, even they know the language, may not be interested to speak the English with you.
Yeah.
So it brings a kind of connection,
and then networking opportunities also.
Exactly.
Except you want to remain small. You want to just be solo entrepreneur.
Yes, yes. If you want to remain, in your
I
box.
just want to feed myself
Yes,
and be okay.
just
That's it.
yeah, exactly. But if
Yeah.
you want to succeed in your, who opens a business and wants it to just be, remain small forever? No. If you want your business to grow, you have to also,
Expand,
be open-minded. To collaborate with other people and not just like stay with yourself. There is a saying, I don't know this saying, that our people say, or the world says, that you go far. Yeah, if you want to go far, you have to go
if you
with
want
people.
you go with people. Or if you want to just go little, then you go alone.
Yes, if you just want to stay in one level, you can do it alone. But if you want to go far, you have to admit, other people, your community and stuff.
Yeah.
And that is part of the where the language comes in when you're in a foreign land. It doesn't hurt, even if, I always say, even if you're there for like a very short time, you can, just learn the language.
The basics.
Yeah, to communicate, to connect, make friends, it's very important.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. So, how has business life been in Finland? What do you think about entrepreneurship in Finland? Like, in your case?
There's a lot of opportunities for entrepreneurs. I think Finland encourages entrepreneurship first. And there's a lot of provision, studies. I've seen Helsinki City have in fact, they help you to write your business plan, to modify and everything. So there is a lot, and a lot of vocational courses also. So this shows how well invested they are in entrepreneurship. And we see that there are a lot of businesses also striving and thriving and doing their thing. So Finland has made the opportunity available, and there are a lot of NGOs. But I think for immigrants, the problem would be exploring the options. Like I said, because we are not open-minded, because we already have our bias, suggestions from people, what people have told you, what you think yourself. I think the major limitations we have is because we don't have that information. And the information also, not all information will walk up to you. You have to find them.
To search for it.
And finding them, you might not, like we said, you don't know the local or native Finnish, so you might not be able to explore some websites and everything. But there are bodies there. When I was going to start, immediately after graduation, I registered with Startup Refugee. I had a business development course. And then afterwards, I went to Omolara, the vocational course, entrepreneurship, because I need to know the basics also before going full-time. So these things are in place. The only thing for us is to explore our options. It is through Startup Refugee, people that I would not know on a norm, that I got to know, that I got opportunities for some pop-ups, that I got to meet people, and then I got allocated a mentor in the fashion industry in Finland that is not Nigerian, that is a local that has been running a fashion business, not clothing, jewelry and everything. And then we have sessions every month. My mentor give me an assignment, go and do this, your social media, do this, do that, and then you have to revert. Okay, I've done this is the feedback I got, this is the results. Mm-hmm. So one thing we need to do, if this is really what you want to do, you want to become an entrepreneur, it's something you really have to. It's just like going for your 9-to-5 job. People say entrepreneurs, you have free time, you can decide. Trust me, I think entrepreneurship is, you don't even have time at all.
You don't have time at all.
For 9 to 5, by 5 p.m. you're closing. Yes. But for entrepreneurs, there's no closing hour. Even at midnight, you're thinking there's something waking you up, and there's an idea popping up. There's one creation in your head that you need to sketch. There's always something.
Yeah.
And during weekends, you're working also all the clock. So just make use of all the resources available. You have people. If something you don't know, you can ask questions. What my teacher, Kale, told me, and Ugel, the two teachers told me, they said, there's no stupid question. That's one thing I took out of Porovo. But because once you ask that question, it might sound stupid to those around you and they laughed about it. It is on them. Because you will not feel stupid again with that question. You already know the answer. But once you refuse to ask those questions, you remain stupid forever. Mm-hmm. Because you don't know the answer. So, and that stayed with me. Even though as an introvert, it's so hard for me to walk up to someone and say, hello, I want to ask this. But I know even the worst answer that can come will be no. But then I know I'm not putting in mind that I still have to reach out to this person. I already ruled it out, like, okay, I've asked you, you said no. And then I move on to the next person. So there is always, please, if you're going for entrepreneurship, just the same way you network for 9 to 5, you need those things. It's very important. So the resources are available, but you need to explore them. If you don't explore them, they will just be there also.
Yeah, exactly. Like they say, if you want to know something, I mean, you have to ask it, right? And you have to, in some cases, you have to make your own research, resource and all that. Nobody is an island. Nobody knows everything, even though we think, some of us may think we know it all, but you'll be surprised that the least person you think, is not even, doesn't know as much as you might know, a lot more than you, that you could actually learn from. But out of, not opening up, and letting them in, it just goes. And I mean, the resources they have here is really lovely. It's wonderful. The mentorship, the advisory services, like it took me time to decide to become a full-time entrepreneur, because I was very busy looking for jobs, because I have always had jobs, right from right from after university. I've always had jobs, know. But coming here with all the excitement that, yes, I will get better job, I will be rich. And it never happened, We had to end up, going back to our box of skills, digging them all out again and starting to learn again, and try to find people who are also there already, and try to relate with them and try to get ideas. You've been here longer than me, so like I've been trying to get ideas, like how does it work here, how does it go, and stuff like that.
You need those.
But mentorship has actually helped a lot. I mean, they have really like very good resources here. So it makes entrepreneurship, people going into entrepreneurship find it quite easy.
It gives you a soft landing.
Soft landing. But after the soft landing
comes the other
then
work.
Comes the hard landing, the hard follow-up. It's
Definitely.
not easy
No.
at all.
Yes,
but I mean, so far so good. I mean, the jobs here, so okay, let's go to jobs. And so I mean, being an entrepreneur, what do you think about the jobs here? Have you like started considering employing yet and all that? Because I haven't, because I can't deal with the rules and everything.
I've worked with people in the past, presently, not even in the past. So last year, like I had to go from Toinimini, from sole proprietorship to limited liability, because I see that it's not something I can do alone now. And like there's a bit of expansion. So I've had to work with people and hire on part-time basis anyways, because there are seasons also. Like, so I'm presently working with people actively since this year, the beginning of this year. So navigating that also, because I've always used a bookkeeper as a sole entrepreneur. So I had to call him, and then we had to dialogue and say, okay, what are the steps to these? How do we navigate these and that? So we had to resort to an option of, okay, are you going to hire someone full-time that you have the full coverage, or they file for invoice? And so we have to reach an agreement on how to navigate that part. So yes, I work with people, and then I've been getting interns from not only Finland. I've been getting interns from the past 4 years actually, but now I have intern from Erasmus from abroad also.
Okay. Oh, that's lovely. On that note, for me, I'm still a toy mini-me, still a sole entrepreneur. But work for the past 4 years now. But working on soon going on to the other. Because like we said, you can't go far alone. But when you bring people, yes. So, and then you can, they can help as well in so many ways. It's good to have people of different skills around, so that way, they can take over certain things. So how did your journey with fashion begin?
Okay, started back home. You were familiar with the Nigeria youth service after graduation from uni. So I was meant to go. We have this military 1 year, like in Finland, but it's compulsory. It's not only male. In Nigeria, once you're not up to 30, everyone goes for that, if you're below 30. So I was waiting for my, what's it called? The call-up letter. So we always receive call-up letter after graduation. And it was, my parents just said, you can't be at home being high-do, so you just need to learn a skill. And then we have someone like a tailor, a fashion design or house in front, very close to my apartment. They're like, okay, we'll sign you up there. So I learned for a month, and then my NYC call-up letter came. And then I went for this. So during my NYC, any free time I have, I registered also with a local tailor in the village I was taken to. It was a village in Ogun State. So after my CDS every day, my primary PPA, after PPA every day, 4 p.m. I'm back home. It's a new environment. I have no family there. I have one friend I just made from NYC also. So both of us go there, and I started practicing my tailoring skills. So when I came back home after 1 year, my sister also, they had this 6-month strike, national strike from school. And then she also started learning tailoring. So it became our shared hobby. So every night we're together, we're just making pieces for ourselves. And yeah, that was my journey.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yeah.
If I may add mine very shortly and
Yes.
quickly, I think mine first started as a joke. I never took it seriously, and even till now, sometimes it's like just a joke for me. But it's something like I enjoy doing a lot as a hobby, you know. So it's like, okay, you don't have a proper job, so just turn your hobby into, money. As a child, like I used to actually make clothes by hand for my dolls.
Dolls, yeah.
Yeah, I used to make clothes for my dolls. And there was a time I had a dog and was making clothes for the dogs. Even though I had no idea that abroad
yeah.
that dogs wear clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was making clothes for the dog. Because in Nigeria, in Africa, dogs don't wear clothes.
Yes.
They don't even live in the house, at all.
They're out
They're just
in the
like
compound.
they're
Yeah.
like freelancers. Yeah, they own the city. But I was like making clothes for mine, and then making clothes for myself. I had this stepmother since my mother was, almost never there. So I had this one stepmother that I don't think was evil, but was evil then, forcing me to go to, her tailoring shop. So this is how I learned as a teenager.
Yeah.
And I was actually forced to be going there.
It felt like a torture then.
Yeah, so I was actually like working for her the whole time and all that. But here we are. And later on when I realized that wasn't like an interesting thing for me, because since at that point the interest left me because it was a forceful stuff. Yeah, but then later on, though, I still enjoyed making stuff for myself.
Yeah.
Yes, and then like coming to Finland, I went on with my my school education and all finished and started working here and there. But coming to Finland and no job, so I decided, okay, I have to like bring some skills back, because I started attending these meetings, encouraging people like to become entrepreneurs and stuff. And also I became an entrepreneur also partly from home as well. So I decided to like, okay, get back into it and actually like have a proper training. So I kind of had some proper trainings abroad, and then and that's it. And here we are. So got into it, and so far not bad. So yeah, we keep fingers crossing for the business in Finland. Hopefully everything goes well for us
absolutely.
all, and hope to collaborate someday.
Yes,
finally.
looking forward to it.
Yes, okay. So what do you have like to say to our audience who have met you today? Like
What should I say? Okay, Finland is beautiful.
yeah.
So, whatever you find your hands doing, just be diligent at it. If you're working for someone, if you're working for yourself, because sometimes also self-doubt, and it's just like sometimes you apply for some roles, you feel like I'm not qualified for this role, or am I the best person for this? So it's the same way also with entrepreneurship. There are some days you feel like, have I really made am I rethinking my life choices? Or am I on the right path or something? Like there are different things to just be positive, be on the, like, especially with this current economy. There have been a lot of words, like, you tell people, I've seen people saying, oh, how do you guys manage, especially in this season? Do you think this is the right time for your business or something? There will be a lot of those words. But trust me, they're saying it out of genuine concern, not like they want to make you feel bad. Or it's the same for everyone. People are getting laid off every day. Companies are reducing their number of employees.
Yeah.
So, but the only thing we can do is to keep our head afloat of the water. Because one thing I say is, once your mind is okay, the wave of the sea won't actually affect you, because the water outside the boat does not drown it. It's the water that falls inside. It's until the water gets inside. So, but make sure you have that peace within you. So, but everything will be fine. There's definitely so.
That's very lovely
Just-
advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, then again, what advice would you give to someone who has a creative talent but is afraid to turn it into a business in Finland?
One thing I've learned, one thing you're afraid of genuinely, then there's beauty at the end of it. If there's no goal,
There is light at the
Yeah.
end of the tunnel.
Yeah. So if there's no beautiful thing coming out of it, then it's okay. One thing I've learned, let me say my mantra. So if your goal is not big enough, it's not goal enough. If you think this particular goal is something you can achieve alone, then it's not big enough. Like, that's not goal. It is. If I'm trying something, there are some dresses I can sleep and make. In that sense, not like I'm sleep making, but like it's something I'm used to. I can just like I can even delay till the last 2 hours before delivery, because I know, oh, it's just a run over. But then that means if I'm staying in that zone, then I'm not ready for growth, because it's something. But then if I really want to get known, if I really want my designs and someone say, oh, she's truly a creative, not just a random t-shirt and top, then I have to sit and get my patterns paper and cut and, oh, this is not what I want to achieve, and trash and then cut another one. That's when at that point, I know I need help. And then I'm watching one YouTube or looking at one person wearing it, and I'm like, okay, how is this part framed?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking so it has to be something bigger than you. And that's when you need the community. So for a creative, you really need to, like I said, I hate spotlight. I love to be behind the scene. I love a lot to be behind the scene and just do something. I'm the kind of person that say your work will speak for you. You don't have to be known. So I'm that. But then I had to start stepping out. I don't have a choice, actually. Not like I had to. I was dragged out like 3 years ago when Obiwe started. There was this award ceremony honoring Black community, people of African descent that are in the industry. So they were choosing creatives, fashion designer. I was not going to go that night. I was like, no, it can't be me. Like, people were just like, you had to come, and then the musician, Yeboah, I don't know if you're familiar with her. And I was there like over 400 persons, and I was called out. So that was when people started saying, oh, this is the this is the face behind the F-Joy. Like, I literally had no choice anymore, because usually maybe you just see me once a year on my page, and that's my birthday. That's the only day my face will show on that Instagram page or on the website. I had no reason to. So it's always like models showcasing. So, but now I had to work with a lot of people. For the festival that we had a whole team of over 30 people working behind the scene. So at that point, you don't have a choice. You have to step out. There are different managers and everything. So, but if I really want to be in my comfort zone, I will be alone, doing my thing behind the scene. Not even a festival, nothing. So if your goal is scary, is the right path for you, just keep going. Yeah, just follow your intuition. Your intuition is always right.
Yeah, follow the intuition all the time,
Yeah.
because I mean, you just might be afraid of the one thing that is actually the only thing that would get you where you need to be.
It's not to be afraid.
Yes, nothing to be afraid of. I mean, you just go ahead with it, make mistakes, and learn from it. And I mean, stop and move on if you have to. If you
Keep
can't
going.
carry on anymore, but at least try.
Yeah.
You know, don't close yourself up and be like, okay, it's impossible and it's impossible.
Yeah.
So I think we have come to a very lovely discussion today. And yes, it's really nice talking to you, Omolara.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And we hope to get you back here again someday. I'll try to get you here again someday so we can continue from those topics that we haven't touched yet.
Yes, definitely.
And this time I will hold you tight in church so that you will not escape anymore. Lovely talking to you, Omolara.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.